And let's bring in Professor Arthur Dong from Georgetown University's McDonough School of Business. Thanks so much for being with us. What do you think of this first phase? Do you think either side got what it wanted?
Actually, as has been stated previously, I think this is a fairly light deal in terms of what either side gets. Many of the more problematic issues that are facing both China and the United States will continue to persist. And if I may borrow a medical analogy, yes, the symptoms, some of the symptoms might have been relieved, but the illness will continue to persist.
So this is a pretty high level signing ceremony. Xi Jinping not there, but Donald Trump has indicated that at some point in the near future he'll travel to Beijing. So what is this? Is it a photo op, or is there more meat there?
I think certainly what you're stating is, realizing that we are in the middle of a presidential election and an election year. This challenge between the United States and China certainly has a political dimension to it. But I believe also for President Donald Trump, he wants to continue the momentum going forward, to continue to try to find resolution to the vexing problems that embroil both China and the United States.
Trump has said that an additional deal might have to wait until after the election, until after November. I heard one of his former advisors, Katie McFarland, accusing Democrats of, on the side, telling the Chinese, don't worry, just wait this out. He'll lose, and then you'll deal with us. Paint a picture for us, a trade picture, if you will, of Trump wins and Trump loses.
Well, if Trump wins, certainly the trade debate will continue to move forward. If Trump loses, it's my understanding that under the Democrat Party, they are actually more protectionist than Donald Trump, and that some of the challenges that confront China vis-a-vis the United States will continue with some degree of renewed expression.
If he wins, do you project that he'll feel more emboldened, that that he has a mandate to continue this confrontation?
I think basically what we do know about President Trump is this, that depending on whose views that he's listening to at any given moment, there are suggestions that within his administration that there's advocacy for complete separation from China, both from a trade point of view as well as from any sort of a diplomatic exchange point of view as well.
We've got the resumption of semi-annual trade talks being discussed. Bush 43 started them. Obama continued them. Trump stopped them before the trade tensions ratcheted up. They might now be back on. Which side do you think benefits most from them?
I think both sides benefit. This is a reassuring sign, if anything, that at least they're at the bargaining table and willing to go to the bargaining table to continue to discuss some of these very, very difficult issues.
So this phase one, we've talked a lot about the people being affected by it. What sort of immediate relief will it bring people both in the U.S. and China, if any?
Well, I think the farm economy in the United States is probably breathing a sigh of relief. I think given what the stated numbers that have been pledged, that China may relax up to $40 billion and continue to re-engage with the U.S. farm economy. That certainly would be very, very good news for American farmers, certainly heading into an election year. Other parts of the American economy would be segments of the consumer economy, given an understanding that the tariffs that were previously imposed will now be reduced to 7.5%, and no new tariffs are going to be imposed moving forward.
You think phase one is a good way to start this?
I do believe that phase one is a good way to start this.
All right, Professor Arthur Dong from Georgetown University, thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure.